to our channel. My name is Lindsay.
And I'm Jen.
And we are two moms, same hood.
And we make videos on mom life, mom hacks, mental health, fashion, decor, homeschooling, and much more.
Much more, that's right. So if you are new here, we would love for you to come join our hood and hit that subscribe button. And if you like today's video, please give us a thumbs up. It means so much to us.
It really does. And as we're talking, we're neighbors, so we talk every day when we try to with our kids. But we had a topic that was really pressing on our hearts. And it's basically, we titled it, How to Be Happy as a Stay-at-Home Mom.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there about stay-at-home moms, and maybe some of you watching this right now are stay-at-home moms, and maybe you might be feeling some of the energy or some of the things that we feel as stay-at-home moms, and we just decided to sit down and make a video talking about it.
So as a mama of 5 and a newly twin mom, my twins are a little over a year old. I've been a stay-at-home mom for, 3 years now? 4 years, sorry, 4 years now. And I can tell you, going from a full-time working mom to staying home what my heart always desired, and I loved it 100%. Yes, it was hard to adjust, but it was just where I belonged. But that does not dismiss the daily struggles of a stay-at-home mom. And that can be anywhere from feeling like it's Groundhog's Day, feeling pressured to be always on top of things. And this is from me personally speaking. Always feeling that you have to be on top of things. For me, I like my house to be in order and look nice. And let's face it, you have kids and you want to have fun. I also have the side of me that wants to be, wild and free and
hands-on mom, right?
And very hands-on mom, and very attentive. And with that, at the end of the day, I was finding myself struggling with mom guilt. Mom guilt. Did I spend enough time with them? Did I talk to them enough? Oh shoot, I didn't do this with them. Did I, just all of these toxic thoughts, which I call them because they're our own toxic thoughts, can really weigh on you.
Yes,
you say?
I think so.
Yeah.
So my story is a little bit different. I'm a mama of 3 girls, and I was a working mom much longer than I've been a stay-at-home mama. So I worked full-time. I was able to leave my corporate job to be home with my daughter when she was about 3 and a half. This is my middle daughter. And I had a really hard time adjusting. So I went from having a job where I worked 10 plus hours a day, envying all the stay-at-home mamas out there. I had a classic case of the grass is always greener, right? I thought, when I become a stay-at-home mom, my house is gonna look perfect. It's gonna be clean all the time. When I'm a stay-at-home mom, I'm gonna do all the Pinterest things, and I'm gonna cook dinner every night, and it's gonna be gourmet. And when I'm a stay-at-home mom, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds because I'm not gonna be eating out lunch every day. Basically, when I was a stay-at-home mom, my life was just gonna be perfect. This was the picture that I had in my head. Kind of a tall order, right? So I set myself up for a big fat failure. I don't really like using that word failure, but in reality it was. So
it was a failure to what you had painted your picture to.
They were unrealistic, right? Yeah. So what happened when I actually became a stay-at-home mom was, guess what, guys? My house wasn't clean all the time. And weird, but I didn't lose that 20 pounds like I thought I was going to the first month. So what ended up happening is I didn't know what to do with all of my extra time. I had all this time and I felt stagnant and bored. Like I wasn't being a productive member of society.
And I think that's actually still to this day, SelfStigma on stay-at-home moms. There's that, you see those memes where the husbands, and I'm not saying all husbands think this, it's just a meme, okay? But you see those memes where it's, what I actually look like, what social media thinks that I look like, and what my husband thinks I do, or what is she on the mom's on the couch eating a bag of chips, and I wish, like a glass of wine. We all know that doesn't happen at all. And Lindsay and I are very similar into the aspect that we strive on, or thrive, I should say, on feeling productive.
Definitely.
And so I know that it was a learning curve for her and I, that we had to tell ourselves that being a mom, it's alone is being productive.
Right.
Taking care of your child alone is being productive. Even if you only have one child, it doesn't matter if you have 1 or 5. Yes, there's more people to take care of and more things to do, but it's still a lot regardless.
Right.
And we wrote down some ideas that from our own personal stories that we would love to share with you in hopes that it will help you and that you can really bear fruit from. And the first one we wrote down is gratitude.
Gratitude. We are huge on gratitude, and here's why. If you struggle with anxiety like I do, I have struggled with anxiety literally my entire life. Since the time I was a child, I've had anxiety. So one thing that I have learned as an adult is you cannot practice gratitude and be anxious at the same time.
It's true.
You can't. The two cannot coexist together. So if you want to interrupt anxiety, have you heard that quote, you interrupt anxiety with gratitude? And that is so true.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it is true. And I'll just piggyback off that I would say it's definitely a mindset. So if you're finding yourself not able to do that, or you're getting trapped in those mindsets of toxic thoughts, or you're not good enough, or you didn't do enough that day, or you're failing as a mom, you really need to sit down and think of what it is that you have gratitude for. And your mind will start thinking more about those things that you tell yourself. So what your mind thinks come out as words, and what your words, as your words come out, those turn into our actions.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy. And we'll go on to what, number 2?
Yeah, number 2 is wake up if you can before your kids. So if you are someone who has their kids wake you up, you're already kind of starting the day behind, meaning you didn't have that chance to wake up, collect your thoughts, maybe have a moment of prayer, do your devotions, gratitude. You guys, and when we say gratitude really quickly, that can be journaling, maybe 10 things you're grateful for. You can do them in your head, but waking up before your kids really helps just fill your cup. Because we all know once the kids wake up, from then on out, you're worried on their needs and you're not able to focus on yours.
You're not. And I feel like by the afternoon hits, you're worn out, you're mentally exhausted. That's when you tend to be a little more grumpier, then your kids vibe off of that, and then that energy is literally bouncing off of each other, and it can cause chaos.
Definitely.
And God really wants us to live an enriched life. I believe that 100%. And if you have a hard time with that, I encourage you right now to start your day with prayer and meditation, and really just asking God to bless you, bless your kids, bless your life, and show the way that God would like you to live your life. And it makes a huge difference.
Definitely.
Huge.
So if you can, even 20 minutes before you know that your kiddos wake up, just try setting that alarm clock a little bit earlier and take that time for you. You deserve to have your own quiet time.
You nailed it. You deserve it. And that's another thing that I think moms tend to lose sight of and don't feel like you're worthy or you deserve it, and you 100% do.
Definitely.
Oh, make friends and spend time with them. How hard is that, first of all?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to tell you, so we live in a neighborhood that I literally would pay extra for if someone sent me a vision of what this neighborhood was like, and even though it can be exhausting sometimes, and we mean that in a good way, I would pay extra to live here. I always say this, I live in an old house that needs to be upgraded and all this, but I will take this neighborhood over that any day, because with that comes friends. Lindsay and I have been friends, well, I've lived here for almost 7 years, but in the last couple years we've really grown a lot closer, and a genuine, authentic friendship is priceless.
Yeah, and making the time to spend with your friends is key. So listen, we're both mamas, and I get it that not everyone is in the same season of life. You could be deep in the trenches of being a mom of a newborn. You're tired. It's just a lot of effort to get yourself ready. But when we say make friends and spend time with them, you guys, that can be texting back and forth.
Right.
That can be a phone call. It can mean chatting back and forth on Instagram. There's so many amazing communities out there, even on Instagram and social media. It's belonging to a community such as ours. That's why we created Two Moms Same Hood, to build that mom community. And friendship takes effort. And I'm not gonna lie, I prayed for friendships for many years, because as a working mom, I barely had time for myself, let alone a friend.
Right.
It takes effort.
It does. And we just want to encourage you to maybe put a little more time into that area, because you need it. It's healthy. And, you know, God created friendship for a reason. So it's vital to our health, our mental health. And then we're going to move on to this is a good one.
Yeah, it's really good. Give yourself grace. All of the grace. Every single day, you guys, you have to shower daily, okay, right? Give yourself grace daily. Grace doesn't just show up out of the blue. You have to every day give yourself grace. Maybe every minute, I don't know. These days with this quarantine, I have to like check myself every 15 minutes and give myself grace.
Girl, if we could put a video behind the scenes of literally what we deal with every day.
We were on a circus. In case you didn't know, we are the ringleaders of the neighborhood circus, and it is exhausting. At the end of the day, if you could see at the top of my stairs behind that camera is a pile of folded laundry that needs to be put away. The reason why I bring this up is because you guys are only seeing just a fraction. You're just getting this glimpse, this little area of my house that may be clean and put together. But everyone's life is not clean and tidy and put together. And if you had a great day with your kids, but that laundry didn't get put away, it's okay. Give yourself grace, because you did the best you could with the time that God gave you.
And I will tell you right now, I'm going to be real, I still struggle with that. I have a family of 7. First of all, laundry, I loathe laundry. Ask Lindsay.
She does.
I don't know what it is. It's not hard, but
there's a lot of laundry.
There's a lot of laundry, and then, you know, when the twins are sleeping, I can't put their laundry away because they're sleeping, so it sits in that laundry basket, nice and folded, ready to go. And then I'm a homeschool mom full time. I was before all this COVID happened, so I've had to really work on myself with a routine that I have to keep up on with it, and then B, that I'm just gonna accept that there's gonna be probably 2 hampers of laundry folded, ready to put away, probably for the next 18 years.
And that's okay, you guys, because unfortunately we see everyone's highlight reels on Instagram. We see beautiful pictures, or we see mamas who are, you know, have their hair and their makeup done like we do today. You guys, this is not an everyday occurrence. No. And if you give yourself grace and permission to be in those moments, have the days where the laundry sits, but then have the days where you are productive and you knock everything off your to-do list and get it all done.
Right. And it's, you know, kind of going back to friendships, it's important to have those friendships to vent of what you're struggling with, so that way your friend can be there to kind of pump you up when you're down or you're talking bad to yourself. For example, Lindsay and I both do it. She'll come over and I'll go, oh my gosh, my laundry, my house, and she's like, shut up.
True story.
Don't even see it. Same here. Oh my gosh.
Story.
Yeah, her house is really messy. But for her, it's messy. For me, it's messy.
Yeah.
So where we're going with this is with the grace, it kind of will diminish that anxiety in that area, because you guys, life is so precious and so short. And as I get older, I will say that I am so grateful that I am really grasping that attitude that, no, I want to be in the now. That doesn't mean that I don't take care of things. I need to have X, Y, and Z taken care of, or I can't focus. But it's important to put your priorities where they need to be.
Exactly. Nobody looks back on their lives and thinks, you know, I really should have done more laundry when I was in my 30s.
Like, should have got that basket done.
What was I thinking? I should have kept my house cleaner. No, not one person, I guarantee you, would look back on their life and think that.
No.
So our next thing is shower and get dressed daily.
Sounds so silly, right?
It sounds
when you say it out loud.
But you guys, as a stay-at-home mom, listen. Here's what happens. You throw on your comfy clothes or your workout clothes, you throw your hair up into a mom bun.
It's up on the side.
Yeah, and then you just, the day runs you, right?
Yes.
Before you know it, it's 3 o'clock, you haven't taken a shower, you look in the mirror and you're like, ugh, have I looked like that all day? Your husband or significant other or whoever is coming home in an hour and you're like, I look like I still rolled out of bed. When you get ready for the day, and I'm not talking glam, right?
No, just a simple brush your hair, brush your teeth, wash your face, put on some bronzer if you want.
Put on a bra.
Put on a bra. Get dressed. Obviously, we're not saying get dressed to like go out, but if you want to, go for it, because it definitely is connected with your mental mindset.
Oh, it boosts your mood for sure.
It will boost your mood. It boosts your confidence.
Definitely.
Your self-esteem. Just like when you put makeup on, or you go to a dry bar, or you go get makeup done professionally just sometimes, how good do you feel?
Really good.
Yeah, and it's not to say that, you know, if you're not wearing makeup, you don't feel good, but we're just trying to say that getting ready and making that a daily part of your life, it really makes a big difference.
A huge difference.
You don't feel like you're in that slump.
Yeah, it's easy to get into a funk when you haven't gotten ready for the day. And I also notice I'm more productive. So if I don't get ready for the day and I'm still in my pajamas and I dive right into cleaning, laundry, it's 11:30, I'm still in my pajamas, it just puts me in a weird mood.
It does. So that basically wraps it up. We just wanted to come on and cover those bases because we just, like we said, our hearts were really pressed about this topic, and we haven't done a coffee chat in a while.
No, we just really want you to be happy as a stay-at-home mom. And even if you are a working mom right now, turned stay-at-home, or actually really the term would be working from home, I guess.
Right, yeah.
During this time, a lot of moms are home right now, and we know that it can be really hard, and we don't want to diminish your feelings at all. We just wanted to provide some tips that maybe could help you feel a little happier while you're at home.
Right, because life goes by so fast, and it just would be heartbreaking to miss this opportunity that, you know, you get to be with your family and your kids more, because they grow so fast, and before you know it, they're gone, and you want them to come back and all that. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Again, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to go visit us over at our Instagram at 2moms_SameHood. We try to post on there daily. Join
our 2 Moms Same Hood community. If you don't have a mom tribe, come join ours. That's why we created this.
100%.
We hope you guys have a blessed day. Bye.
I used to think I had plenty of dreams and light in my life. Still my glass was half empty.